Hi everybody, today we're going to go through paper 2018, the line question. We start with the first one. They're giving us the line M, and it's given. They're giving us the line N, and they're saying verify that the point -2, 1 is on M, which is the first one. So to verify, every time they say verify, it's nearly always subbing in. So we'll just sub it in and see that we get a correct expression. So 2 times -2 plus 3 times 1 plus 1 equals 2 times -2 is -4, plus 3 plus 1, that gives us 0, so we know it's on the line. So when you sub in, you have to get the result that's written on the right-hand side. If you do get it, it's on the line. If you don't, it's not on the line. Second part of the question, they're saying find the coordinate of B. So this is the coordinate we're looking for on this, which is the closest to A. So A is the point here. Basically, we consider it's like a distance between the two lines. These are parallel lines, so the distance is always the same if we look perpendicular between the two lines. So we have our two equations, and we know that that point is -2, 1, and we are looking for that point B. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is find the equation of this line here, AB. Once we find the equation of the line AB, we have a point and we can figure out the slope, so we can do that. We will find this point of intersection of N and this line AB. So to find the line AB, the first thing we need to know the slope, and we need to know a point on the line. So I know that this line is perpendicular to the line 2x plus 3y plus 1 equals 0. This is the line M, and they're perpendicular. If they're perpendicular, it means that their slopes, if you multiply the slopes, you get -1. Or in other words, if this is the first equation, the other equation, you just swap the x and the y, the places of the x and the y. So that gives us 3x, 2y, plus some number. I'll write k. And remember here, I didn't write any sign. I just want to explain. We have to put here a different sign. So if these were both plus, one of the signs has to change. I'm changing the second sign to a minus, but it's only one of them. So you can change the x or the y. And that is because when we multiply the slopes, we get -1. So we have to change the slope to be a different sign. So it will give us the -1. In other words, we swap the x and the y coefficients, and then we change the sign of one of them. This is a general form of a line that's perpendicular to the line M. I need to find that k, but I know that the point -2, 1 is on that line, so I sub it in. So I'm subbing in the point -2, 1 into this equation to get my k. So -6 minus 2 equals k, minus k. So I get -8 equals -k, so k is 8. Once I know k, so I know that my line AB, right, this is not that kind of an AB, it's just AB. So the line AB is going to be 3x minus 2y plus 8 equals 0. And they want us to find B, where B is the point of intersection of this line with line N. So I'm going to write line N, 3x. Sorry, this is incorrect. So line N was 2x plus 3y minus 51 equals 0. So to solve this, we have to multiply one of the lines to cancel the x and the y's. I'm going to multiply the first line by 3 and the second line by 2. So I get 9x minus 6y plus 24 equals 0. And for the second line, 4x plus 6y minus 102 equals 0. I'm going to add these equations to each other, so we get 13x minus 78 equals 0. So 13x equals 78. So x equals 78 to divide to 13. And that gives us 6. Okay, so we have our x. Once we have our x, we sub it in to get the y. And it doesn't matter which equation, so I'll sub it, let's say, on the first one. Rearrange. Tidy up. I'm just multiplying by minus, first of all. 26, so y equals 13. So my point B is 6 and 13. So we found the point of intersection. And the next question they're telling us, and this is referring to the question from before, so I'm just going to write my points. This is a 6, 13. And the other point was -2, 1, if I remember correct. How you do? That's -2, 1. And they're telling us now, basically they want us to find the equation of the circle CS, but they're telling us the ratio between the radiuses is 1 to 3. So I'm just going to draw this, and just to explain here something about the ratios. So if they tell me that the ratio is 1 to 3, these are 1 to 3 units. So if this radius is 3 units, this radius is also 3 units, and this radius is 1. Now I want to use the formula from the logbook to find the point here, the center of the circle, in order to be able to find the equation of the circle. And in order to do that, I'm going to use the ratio formula from the logbook. In order to do that, I need to know what is the ratio of what is the ratio of that to that, because then I'll be able to straight away put my A and my B into the formula and figure out what is a thing. So I can see by what I wrote here that the ratio is actually 1 to 7, because I have 7 units on the right hand side and 1 unit on the left hand side. So I'm just going to mark them as A and B. And remember, we said when we went over the formula that when we mark A and B, the part that we marked as A, the point nearest to him, which will be the left-hand side one, the A, will be x1, y1, and the other point will be the x2, y2. This is important, otherwise we will not get the correct point. We will get a point somewhere here if we swap them. Now that I know who's my A, B, and x1, y1, I just put it into the formula. So it says B multiplied by x1 plus A, which is a 1, multiplied by x2 over A plus B. So A plus B is 8. And that gives me the x of the point. So I'm going to calculate that. So it's minus 14 plus 6 over 8, which gives me minus 1. So the point, the center is, the x of the point is minus 1. I'll do the same thing for the y. So again, it's b, which is 7, multiplied by y1, plus my a, which is 1, multiplied by y2, which was a 13, over x plus y, a plus b, sorry, and that's 8. So that's 20 over 8, which is 2.5. So we have the y of the point. So this is the center of the circle. Now they want the equation of the circle, so we need to find the radius. And the radius of this circle is just the distance between the center and the edge. So I'm just going to use my point minus 2, 1, and my center that I found now, which is minus 1, 2.5. So the distance is the difference between the x's squared plus the difference between the y's squared. And that gives me the square root of, that's a 1, and that's 1.5 to 325. I'm not calculating it because that's just r. And for the formula of the circle, I'm just reminding you that we need to do x minus the center. So x minus minus 1 plus y minus the center, minus 2.5, equals the radius squared. This is the radius. I need the radius squared, so 3.25. And you can write in that format. And we weren't asked for a different format, so that's the end of that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.